pink for a guy and my sliders on deck. Silly rap beats just give me more checks. I'm dance like who's next. Good morning, my babies. Good morning, HD Mafia. How are you? I'm back. I don't know if you guys got wind of, but my last video, my other channel, I'm on strike from that channel, so I can't post anything on that channel. It's really messed up because I always knew I was too real for YouTube if I was to really let my brain just unleash, speak what's on my mind. It really sucks that I have to minimize myself. I don't like that because nothing is going to be organic if I really have to do it that way, which means I can't do anything on that channel except for watch other people's content. They have removed my videos before in the past, whether I spoke about it or not. They have removed my videos before. I was watching this other girl yesterday and she said that a video that she posted 2 years ago, she got a strike for that. That YouTube has changed their rules in recent times. So it's like, yikes. Part of the reason why I created this channel also, I wanted to just do something a little tad different, and then I wanted to just create a fresh new channel and have my babies and new subscribers come over here. Because I don't know when it's going to happen, and I'm not trying to speak it into fruition because I don't want my channel to be taken down. I don't. I have so many memories on there. I will be holding back on that channel with posting those type of videos. I won't post those type of videos anymore over there. Y'all in the right place. Y'all ain't gonna miss out on nothing. I got the juice by a sippy. I would never slippy like a Mickey. Stay in your Tory lane, girl. I am not icky. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. So earlier today, I was on the phone with an individual. I was driving through the hood to get home to the city I'm in. And I saw two people, they were shouting and screaming, and I slammed on the brakes like 2 feet away from them. I literally almost hit them. And I was like, oh my God. The man was so enraged and angry. Their girlfriends, I think it was their girlfriends, all of them was so enraged. Like, whoever's in the car, they're gonna get it beat down. That was like the situation. So I'm the only one in the car on the driver's side. It's kind of dark. I rolled down the window. Now, you know I'm connected, baby. I'm connected. Immediately, I felt a threat, and the threat went away. The threat went away. When I rolled down that window, I said, oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. In the most calmest, nicest voice, the three of them was, oh, you're fine. It's okay. You're fine. Not even with a raised tone. Like my charm, my spirit diffused these individuals. Now these was thugs. This was ratchet chicks, thugs. I diffused them. My team was really around me at that time. When I tell you these men walked up to the car like, B, whoever up in there, I'm finna beat you. You got me, you almost hit me. They're doing all of that, right? When I rolled that window down, their whole demeanor dropped, calmed down. They talked to me in the calmest, sweetest voice. Like, I had said, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you're fine, babe. You're fine. You're fine. Even the girls, yeah, you're fine. In the sweetest tone, like they was possessed. That's the spirit I have on me. I carry with me. I diffuse these individuals. In a time of need, my team came through and they empowered me in my spirit, and I was able to diffuse these people without even really trying to or thinking about it. I didn't come at them with any aggression. They sensed I was harmless, and I was able to diffuse them Moral of the story, you don't always need to combat stuff with aggression. You don't always need to. You can diffuse some stuff. If you work with them, they will work with you. I'm back committed to YouTube. I'm back comfortable just doing videos again. I haven't been in this realm in a long time. Like, really. So it's so crazy that happened to my other channel, because I was on a roll. I had other videos waiting to be uploaded on similar topics. So it's like, wow. Switch, I got them upset because my shooters make these bitches dance like, what's next? Hazel had to step in because she wasn't feeling well. As you can see, I'm wearing some different shorts or whatever. So I probably didn't mention a few minutes ago, I was feeling a little under the weather. So I had my tea, my tonic, my powerful remedy that I made that gets me together every time in the most wonderfulest ways. Oh, we're on the new channel, so I can talk about this a little more. I didn't want to mix it into the other channel too much. Whether you guys know or not, I am very spiritual. Spirituality to me is something very sacred, so I never really shared it because it's private to me. So I don't really want to share my personal journey, you know what I'm saying? Make some accommodations on this channel. How long has I been? Well, I always been spiritual my whole life. I grew up as a Christian. I turned away from the church. Last time I was in church was when I was 17 years old. It was me and my sister came and picked me up because I was staying at my other sister's house at the time. She picked me up. We went to church. When I walked in and we sat down, the preacher lady and the man looked at me. You, come here. I was like, oh my God, you're calling me out in front of all these people? I walked up there and they immediately put their hand on me and started like shaking my head, started talking in tongues, lifted my body and threw me down on the ground, but not hardly. It was really soft and light. And put a sheet over my head and started putting oil, throwing holy water on me. And the lady whispered in my ear. She told me, you are very selfish. You have a dark spirit. And you're very angry right now in life. And I was like really shocked because at that moment in time, I was feeling that way. Housing situations of going back and forth. I moved to Atlanta maybe like a year or two later. But I had ended up moving to Atlanta for a few months. It was just like so much. But she told me I had a dark spirit, and that really stood out to me. And she was right. I didn't know this. I didn't understand it then. I didn't know what it meant until years later. But anyway, that was the story. That was the last time I ever been to church. So that was over 13 years ago. I got into spirituality. I always been interested in it as a child, but I really got into it, books and stuff, when I was 14 years old. I had a diary / journal, Wicca. That was my practice. You know, as a child, I was going through depression and all of that type of stuff. So I was in and out of it, in and out, years and years, more serious up until now. A lot of things I didn't know, I know now. I'm just more aware. Like, I'm so inclined and like, boom. Still growing. Don't get me wrong. I ain't no teacher. I ain't here to teach you guys because I'm not a teacher. And I'm not in the business of selling blah, blah, blah. You know, this is like a personal journey for me. And I see a lot of the marketeers, they'll tell them to go buy a book, to buy their book, and in a book it say, light a candle, speak out to Hecate or all these entities and spirits without you doing your homework and learning. This ain't nothing to rush into. This is nothing you want to rush into. This is very serious and very dangerous, you guys. I know that you may be going through depression, financial issues, but you have to get all that under control first before you even start to practice. If not, it's not going to work well for you. The things they tell you, speak these words, and no, it's a lot more than that, baby. I read them books and I'm like, about 80% of the books that's out there on Hoodoo, Voodoo, Palo, 21 Division, all of this stuff, a lot of these books is marketed, especially in Hoodoo. I'm gonna say that. I'm not too aware of all of the other ones like that, but Hoodoo, that is the one there. Baby, it's mostly all marketeers. You don't know until you know. They're mixing witchcraft and Hoodoo together. A Hoodoo practitioner is not a witch. Hoodoo practitioners don't call themselves witches. This is some new age stuff. Like I was saying about the spirits calling on them, they'll tell you to do that and set an offering out and you get something in return. And it's a lot more than that. You have to have like relationships with these spirits. It can take years to develop a spirit. Just because you appease them, that don't mean that they will favor you. That's what they don't tell you. And I had people that had hit me up in like the last 3 years asking for my advice on certain things because they got spirits attached to them. I don't know how they knew I was in the practice. I don't know. Maybe I talked about it before. I don't know. Baby, that's out of my expertise. I can't help you with that. I don't know. You're going to have to go to someone that's really advanced, that really know what they're doing. The books give you about 50% of what you need to know. And that's if it's a really sincere book. Because like I said, they mix and match things together. I was confused for a long time too, because I had to unlearn a lot of information that I was learning. They mix and match the shit until you really find a real good old head that can explain. Now, try it out. Try it out. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You have to. And you will make some mistakes along the way. Newborn baby, the baby have to crawl before they walk. It's like that, like it's steps, and you're going to have falls. They don't tell you that in the books, that you're gonna fuck up. But when you do mess up, you don't give up. You continue until you get it right, until you fix it. It takes so much heart and faith. All of this, all these practices is real heavy in faith in your energy field. I can give you this Labrador right now and say, put it in your pocket. This is going to ground you. It ground me, but it may not work for you the same way it works for me. Everything don't works for everybody. Like I was saying on my other channel in my healing video, we all have different energy fields. You have to find what works for you, and you won't know until you try it. And by no means is I'm telling anybody what to do, how to do it. I'm just sharing like my experiences, giving suggestions. Something I've been wanting to do for the last year, especially for my girls that's in the business. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I wasn't planning on bringing it to the channel. Why I haven't? Because there's a few hating assholes that don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with them. I don't want to give you hoes no ammunition. Oh, I want the best for everybody. I just want everyone to win. I don't care if you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you. I don't want the best for you, the worst. I don't care about you. But I will be aware if you can still have access to me. I don't want to give you no power. Oh, but this is a new channel. But like in a business, how do you avoid cops? Blah, blah, blah. There's workings for that. I can offer you suggestions. We can do it together. We can do protection stuff. We can really get into it, my babies. We can create charms and protections and all of that stuff. Let me know in the comments if you will be interested in that, because I really want to. I've been wanting to, just not on other channel. Another scam out there that they say is manifesting. First of all, you can't manifest anything. It's just a word used interchangeably because they don't know what else to say. Manifesting is just making something appear out of thin air. It's manipulating the energies, and nothing just pop up out of nowhere. You have to put in work and effort. Let's say if you work at McDonald's, right? And you want just more money in your life. It can work in your way where your manager, instead of 40 hours, giving you 80 hours. But you have to put in double time. You still have to go to work. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Oh my God, it's going to be like a check in the mail. Unless you're expecting a check and you need it to get to you quickly. All these books is something I can take out of it and learn too. I know how to separate the marketeer. I learned a lot of things through an old head that was something like a mentor. Growing up in life, they tell you to read books, to become smarter, to get knowledge and wisdom, which is very true and effective in life. But spirituality, you're taking on someone else's knowledge of their experiences. Instead of reading, you need to do. Like I said, this Labrador, right? I can make a book and say, put this in your pocket to ground you. But for you and your energy field, it may not work for you. And to do it, you can't rush and do these things. It takes time. I just thought I'll let you guys know a little bit about that. My viewer, it may not even be pertaining to you. I just wanted to make it because I've been seeing a lot of things, especially on TikTok, these social media platforms for years. They do mention things like you have to be on a high vibration frequency. Yes, but also it's not realistic to be on a high vibration all the time. Every day throughout your life, you're not going to always be on it, but you need to know how. You need to know how to control it. And that's the hardest part about it. Now, this is just an example, but for reference, right? I can't sell you guys a candle and say this is going to make your business super successful. How are you going to sell someone something for better business, successful business, to buy a home, a new home, a car, or $1 million if you don't have it yourself? How are you going to sell someone some protection oil if you're not protected? How are you going to sell someone a love oil and candle if you don't know what love is and you don't have love in your life? You can't keep a man or a woman. And that's the BS right there. And I know all practitioners don't want wealth. There is some people that, but if you're the type that do and say you do and want to live your life in abundance and you don't have it and you want to sell, I wouldn't even trust that. People that's been doing it for 50, 60 years and beyond, they don't even know what hoodoo is, because that's something that marketeers created. This shit didn't have a name to it. With the gifts of energy, moving shit can make it thunder and lightning if they're strong enough. A witch can do that. A root worker can't do that. I hope this made sense, my babies. Let me know if you guys fuck with these kind of videos. I'll deliver it. I love you, my babies.